YouTube, what's going on, family? What's going on, man? Subconscious Galaxy, the Unchained Gang. What's going on with all you guys, bro? Much love. Hopefully, all you guys had a good day today, man. And I have a little video for you guys, man. I was sitting thinking about some stuff today that is very, very important, and it centers around discipline, and it centers around. This is kind of a deep download that I've gotten, and I didn't realize this until I went on the SR journey. But guys, the title for this one is your life begins to change when you start to look at resistance, things that you don't want to do, things that you hate to do, all right, things that you aren't used to doing. You guys, if you start looking at them as opportunities to grow, okay, it's a shift that takes place in your mind, you guys, and it goes hand in hand with discipline, and it's all about like that resistance that we feel. Sometimes me and Martin on the podcast, we talk about it. We say it's that inner that I don't want to curse, but it's the inner B word. It's that inner voice that we feel, you guys, and I know everybody has it, in their own way, right? Their own degree of certain things. Okay, I'm going to give you some examples, but for me, okay, I'll give you an example of resistance. Like, say I'll just make some food or something like that, right? And I end up, you got to make the decision whether or not you are going to leave the dishes in the sink for later, or you want to soak the dishes, or whatever you want to do to leave the dishes later to clean them. Or you could just, pull up your pants and do the dishes right there on the spot. All right, there's that resistance, that inner voice. Or another example is like, maybe you're cleaning your car out or something like that, or cleaning your room, and there's one section that you want to get done, but then there's another section that you realize that also needs to get done. But inside of your head, you feel this resistance. You feel resistance, like, oh, I'll do that later, or I'll do that tomorrow. There's a whole shift that takes place, and I hope you guys are following me on this one, because this is deep. It's a shift that takes place to where you start to look at all of these little moments as opportunities to grow. Okay, and it's all, this is some major heavy discipline stuff, but I want to get into it, you guys. The first thing that I was thinking of is that, guys, we create our own reality. So all of our decisions, all of everything that we do, that is what makes up our reality. Okay, it starts in our mind. It starts with our thoughts. So whatever it is, guys, that we decide to do, and everything is all choices, right? We all have the choice to, do our laundry and then either let the laundry sit in the hamper for a couple hours, or are you going to fold it on the spot, and make your life a lot easier? Or like I said, are you going to leave the dishes in the sink, or are you going to do the dishes? What do you know, guys? Another plane. You hear that? Every video, man. Let's get it. So it's all this little stuff, you guys, and some of you might be thinking, why are we talking about like doing chores at the house? Okay, but all of this stuff is very, very important, man. It's very important to your well-being, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand how important it is and what it means if you are slacking in these areas. Okay, it means that there's something going on inside of you, right? If you're the guy that leaves dirty clothes on your floor, that means that you have dirty clothes on the floor in your soul, in your spirit. You're doing something to where you don't love yourself enough to make yourself feel like you deserve to have a clean room, or a clean car, or a clean kitchen, or a clean house, or whatever it is, guys. They say cleanliness is close to godliness. Okay, guys? So, you guys, whenever we feel that resistance, you have to start looking at it as an opportunity to grow. Okay? Like, every single time you hear that voice, and I have it all the time, you guys. Like today, and I have it at my job all the time. You know what I mean? There's little things that I could be doing to make my life easier, or I could just skate by and do the bare minimum and get away with it. But what is that going to do for me in the long run? In the long run, you're just cheating yourself if you're not figuring out these little ways to get better every single day, you guys. And it just it definitely takes a shift. And what I've noticed is that the Holy Spirit has helped me get here, because he's the Holy Spirit has molded my thoughts around everything, around sex, sexual behavior, food, the food that I'm consuming, my diet, my nutrition, and now He is molding me into understanding that anytime that you feel resistance, and then we give into that, and you anything that you resist, you guys, that's stunting your growth. So if you decide to put something off, like that whole mentality of, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow, okay, guys, that is killing you, bro. That is literally killing you. You're basically accepting, like, okay, I'm just gonna accept that I am just a mediocre person. I do things halfway. I don't do them all the way. All right, if you guys can really get this dialed in, because this is something that I've struggled with, man. And it's definitely something that comes from childhood and how I was raised, and I was a stubborn kid. So there's some things that I've had to work on, you guys, and I've come a long way, and I've understood that now this is the way to go, man. Anytime that you hear that inner voice, that's a sign that you have to do it right away. Whatever it is that you feel like you don't want to do, you guys, that's the inner voice, and that's essentially that's the enemy. Those are demons that are trying to pull you back down and keep you stagnant. Okay, anytime you feel, I feel, you're too lazy to go to the gym, or you're too lazy to do this or that, clean your car when you know that it's been dirty for over a week, or you have clothes on the floor of your room, laundry or something like that, or you did your laundry. These are examples that happen to me all the time. You did your laundry and you just leave it in the hamper, right? And you put off folding it, because I'll do that later. I'll do that in a couple hours. No, bro. Conquer that inner voice, that punk voice that tries to, take you over, bro. Okay? Because this is what has been holding you down for most of your life. If you're anything like me, this is the voice that holds me down, and this is what makes me feel like crap. Okay, guys, because this stuff bleeds into our subconscious mind when we allow ourselves to cheat ourselves like this, when we know that we should be getting something done and then we decide not to. That all goes in our subconscious mind, and it forms our identity, right? So these things stay in our subconscious mind. So if you're the guy that, say you're really smart, charismatic, funny, you have a lot of friends, but you always have dirty clothes on the floor of your room, you guys, that's going to reflect out somehow. All right, it's going to affect the way that you care about yourself, because deep down that there's a certain area of your life that you aren't essentially attacking. You're not dotting your I's and crossing your T's on all of these different areas, and it's going to affect your life, you guys. So you got to kind of figure out where this resistance is coming, and make sure that you are looking at it as an opportunity for growth. It's like working out a muscle. The more times you do it, the easier you're going to get, the stronger you're going to get at certain things, whether that be little things at the house, guys, doing the dishes, doing your laundry, keeping your laundry folded, keeping your room spick and span. All right, you could literally just get into a habit of cleaning your room, your kitchen, your car, guys, and it takes 30 minutes a day, right? And your life would be so much better. But for some reason, we don't do that. Like, why is that? It's an inner voice that tries to hold us down. So it's crazy, guys. This is a download that I had today at work, because like I said, there's all these little things that I could be doing, at my work that I ended up doing today, and I felt really good, because I'm starting to really dial this in, and I'm starting to kind of go above and beyond, because I know that's one, it's going to make me a stronger person, it's going to make me a more successful person, but it's going to make me feel better about myself, because I understand what I'm doing. You understand that you're actually conquering these demons when you're doing this, because that's what it is, you guys. These demons are trying to hold us down, and they're trying to get us to be, average and mediocre in all these different areas. Okay, so it's a lot of different things, man. You can feel this guilt and shame subconsciously in so many areas. It could be from fapping, it could be from poor diet, it could be from talking to, hanging around the wrong crowd, being with the wrong female. There's so many different things, guys, and it's all about you, right? It's the first thing I said, is that we create our own reality. So we have to figure out what we're doing, and we have to figure out all the choices that we're making, why we're making these choices, and then if we need to make changes, you know, adjust accordingly. You guys, this is very, very important. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I realized that it's all correlated. This is all correlated to our self-love. Guys, you having dirty clothes on the floor of your room, that means that you don't love yourself as much as you could. Okay, so that it's way more spiritual than you think. All right, just it's just whatever. No, bro, it's the same thing, guys. You know, if you're not brushing your teeth, you know, before bed, or when you know you should be brushing your teeth, or you're not keeping up with your hygiene, this is all correlated to self-love, you guys. And whenever you feel that resistance, that is when you have to bust through it and conquer those demons, bro. Because most likely it's from conditioning from the past that you're struggling with that. You know what I mean? There's some things going on that you have created, you know, through your programming and what you're used to, you guys. So, you know, it takes work and it takes practice to bust through this, but once you do, that is how you become a very strong individual, and this is how, you know, you become successful, man. This is how you start to love yourself more. Because if your room is clean, your car is clean all the time, your house is clean, you have great hygiene, you're always on point, you know, smelling good, everything, guys, you're just always sharp and on point, guys, you're gonna have way better results because you're gonna feel better about yourself. So any type of resistance that you're feeling in these areas, you guys, you got to look at them, you got to look at it as an opportunity for growth, and you have to attack that stuff. Otherwise, you're going to stay the same, bro. You're literally going to stay the same. You're going to stay mediocre, and you're never going to conquer that. You're never going to be able to fully love yourself as much as you could. Okay, guys, this is deep stuff. I could go on about this forever, but hopefully you guys learned something from this, and I hope that it made sense, man. Looking at the things that you don't like to do, the things that you hate to do in life, and looking at them as an opportunity for growth. All right, guys? Discipline, that God-like discipline on semen retention, all that stuff, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, as always, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. All right, guys? Much love. Peace out.